Not pleasant. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to What's Up 312. And I'm outside. We've had Storm Kiara, Storm Dennis, Storm Jorge, or George, and we now have mainly blue skies. Now I did have very grand plans for this video today, but those plans have changed and changed and changed again. First plan, thanks to a tip-off from everyone's favourite goat adopting Scot, Neil Clamp, I learned that ultra endurance cyclist legend Mark Beaumont was doing a ride in my neck of the woods today around the Surrey Hills. So plan one, join that ride, meet one of my cycling heroes and the inspiration for the NC 500 ride. Oh, hang on 1 second, thank you. And see if I can hold pace with him up Box Hill. Sadly, I slept in and missed the start of that ride. Plan two, get outside to do a bit of NC 500 training, predominantly on tarmac, because that's what most of the ride is going to be. Head towards Box Hill and see if I can bump into the Mark Beaumont ride somewhere along the way. That's not happening either. The reason for that one, first and foremost, is that a sunny Sunday ride in Surrey is no longer the pleasurable, peaceful experience it used to be. And as such, it was just stressing me out on the roads. They were so busy. I'd never intended on getting dirty or coming off road on this ride. It was all about actually just trying to clock up some miles. But at the first opportunity, I've shot up Ray Lane to jump onto the muddy tracks around the Reigate Hill lookout point and to head towards Box Hill that way. So I'm now kind of winging it. I don't actually know where I'm going at all. Yeah, I'm just a little bit back and forth, see where I end up, whilst trying to avoid as many of these kind of things as I possibly can. I guess this is something I'm going to have to get used to on the NC 500 ride with the Highlands cattle. Alright, they're not Highland cattle, but they're pretty beautiful. Alright, this route might have been a bad idea. Yeah, my feet are getting fully submerged now. Alright, bye-bye clean, dry socks. There was another reason for not wanting to come off-road today, and that was because last weekend I literally stripped my Planet X to pieces, cleaned it more thoroughly than I've ever cleaned anything, including myself. It was beautiful, immaculate, and running like a dream. So I kind of fancied just seeing how good it was on the road in almost as new condition. But the bottom bracket and the group set now look like that. Oh Christ, that's some deep old mud. Bloody balls. No, ah shit, I just grabbed barbed wire. I was gonna go over and grabbed barbed wire, ow, to keep me up. Okay, given the state of what the path looks like going forwards and the significance of my horrendous wound, I mean, I don't think it's life-threatening, but I'm not taking any chances. I'm going back up that way. It's a bit drier, less mud. Let's go and spend a bit more time with those cows and just have a nice casual jaunt back home, I suppose. Sorry, Mark Beaumont, I know you would have been excited to meet me if I did manage to bump into you on Box Hill, but it's just not to be. Maybe another time, my friend. Oh, please don't scratch my new helmet. This is hard work on the legs. It's like riding through treacle. That's so deep and I can't just freewheel through it. Oh. Don't put your feet down, don't put your feet down. Oh, that's hideous. Oh, now my bike sounds horrendous as well. So as it turns out, this video has little, if any, purpose to it at all. So I've decided to make one up, and that is to do a very comprehensive, thorough test of my new helmet. The only thing I won't be able to test is how effective it is as a crash helmet. What I can tell you is light, it's comfortable, looks cool, very, very cheap. I paid, wait for it, £11. Now, possibly head protection isn't an area where you want to scrimp, but I do know that these helmets go through exactly the same safety tests. Oh, the wind's picked up. Whoa, that's Storm Jorge, I think. This helmet has gone through every one of the safety tests that the boutique brands go through. Now, I'm waiting for somebody to correct me on that, but based on my research, that is what I discovered. Yes, there are technologies in the more expensive helmets, which I'm not going to belittle because I'm sure they are effective, such as MIPS. But at the end of the day, this is, as with all of them, a lump of polystyrene strapped to the top of my head. It will do something to help me in the event of an incident, but there's only so much any of them can do. What the price did allow me to do is buy 3 of these buggers. This is helmet 2 of my 3 helmet collection, and to satisfy a serious problem that I have, the reason for buying 3, I have one to match each of the 3 new jersey designs that we have coming later this month. The Untamed Off-Road jersey, the F111 Special Edition jersey, and our original orange team jersey. So I will reveal all of those helmets in due course. As with this one, they're all getting the DIY graffiti treatment. On your left. Thanks very much. So I suppose I should tell you what this helmet actually is. It's a Karnak something or other. Does it say the model inside? No, but it's by Planet X. I think it's one of their in-house brands. No, this is not a sponsored video. No, I'm not endorsed or paid to endorse any Planet X products, despite the nature of most of my recent videos. I just genuinely happen to be a huge fan of their products, and particularly value for money. As I mentioned, it is very lightweight. Exactly how lightweight, I'll show you there. That's including this GoPro mount that I have glued and emergency taped onto the top, and it's a size medium. This got 4 out of 5 star rating when it was £80. It's now, I think, £15 in the shop, and I bought it on some special sort of one-day window, which meant I got it for like 11 quid. I think I'm gonna have to fiddle with the straps a little bit because one of these latches is catching my ear, this side, just a little. It didn't look like this. It was just plain black with the Karnak written in white. And without smashing it with a brick or whacking my head against a car, there's not really much more I can tell you about it in terms of its effectiveness. But I'm a happy camper. All right, before I ride off, I will tell you where I am. I've come to this place called Mercer's Lake, which is only a 5-minute drive from my house. And it's beautiful, but as with most of the routes I've tried to take today, I'm just not cut out for it, and these tyres aren't cut out for it. I'm just standing here admiring the view at the moment. They do windsurfing and kayaking and water skiing and all that sort of stuff on here during the summer. And it's just beautiful, but I will not be riding around it today. I've just thought of another potential subject for this video. You see this frame bag down here? If you can see that past my muddy knees. Well, hang on. This is hard one-handed. No, oh, no. Oh. All right, nearly went. Hang on. The regular viewers and eagle-eyed will notice it's not the normal shape of a Planet X frame bag, and it's not the shape it was when I first bought it. To very quickly answer some comments I've had on previous videos, I have modified it. And when I say modified, I do actually mean I hacked at it with a pair of scissors. I'll quickly pull over, show you more of what I'm talking about. Yeah, next to these horses, that's as good a spot as any. So, in my quest to allow two 750ml bottles in the cages, I cut, let me take this one out, it's a bit, I cut the shape of the bag that used to go pretty straight across there. I cut it diagonal up to a point. No, I am not a seamstress. I don't make my own clothes like some other WKG members that I won't mention. So the stitching is not the best. However, it is properly stitched both outside and inside. Kind of, if that's, I don't think that's actually possible, but it's double stitched. And seems to still be watertight, despite the fact I've actually jet washed this a couple of times. And it now fits my frame better. So 20-minute, half an hour hack maybe, with needle and thread and a pair of scissors. Fits like a glove. Do you know what? It's amazing what you stumble across when you're out cycling. These are things that are a stone's throw from my house, and I would never have known they were here. I hope I'm not trespassing or interfering with anyone, but just stumbled across this little gold mine. And I don't even know what that is. It's like an old train carriage or tram, but with this tiled sort of oriental style roof on top of it. I want that in my garden as the new pain cave. I think that is awesome. There's some kind of Chinese dragon inside this tram. All right, this sort of thing's not everyone's cup of tea, but for me, I find it fascinating. It's just here in the middle of nowhere. I'm now back on my gravelly grime trial route, heading towards home. I have once again asked far more of my beloved Planet X Tempest than is considered reasonable. Hang on, whoa! And in the most part, he's held up really bloody well. Oh, now this doesn't look good. I thought I was going to have to put my feet down in the middle of that then. My back wheel was spinning, but we're still rocking. Just. Right. Anyway, if this video has proved anything, is that even if you have absolutely nothing to talk about, there is a possibility of making something out of nothing. And you should just go out on your bike with your camera anyway, just see what happens. I hope there are at least a few nuggets of information in there that are of interest to some of you. If not, I don't really care. I've enjoyed myself. Anyway, thanks for watching, and if I can get through this next lake alive, I'll see you next time. Shit, I'm gonna stop. No, go, don't put your feet down. Oh. Yeah, that was close. Bye.